Hello again, and welcome to some more Pokemon Emerald Legacy. You can just call me Stent. You may be wondering what we're doing in Fallbore Town as opposed to Evergrande City, and the simple answer is... after all this time, and all the different stuff that they've been doing in the off-stream, I kept forgetting to re-deliver the meteorite, I think. Could have sworn the meteorite. Let's just talk to Professor Cosmo anyway, because this has been a little bit. Worst case scenario, we could just forget this whole thing. I should never let myself be conned by the team map where you can find meteorites. It's never going to be mine now. Oh, that's right. I forgot to take it out the thing in Mount Chimney. My bad, my bad. We'll do that first, and then we'll head right over to Victory Road. Kind of feel like a bit of a dummy for forgetting that very important thing. We don't want to repeat of another Delta episode. That's for certain. 'Cause yeah, I'll be honest. I was sort of expecting the last stream to just be mostly comprised of trying to catch the Reggies. Just so I got lulled into a false sense of security with the first couple or two. How's the week been? Kind of lonely, admittedly, because the rest of the family's gone off to visit other parts of the family over in Germany with the Germans. Oh, I forgot about you two. I didn't actually realize there were trainers up here. Still remembering the last episode. Yeah, there was just a fair bit of just trying and failing to come up with talking points as I constantly was just spamming Ultra Balls. Which I suppose is kind of fair, because I imagine there's a fair bit we need to talk about. Well, I'd say need, more so just a whole bunch of material for us to go over with regards to stuff which has happened throughout the week. Yeah. I've been making do. Many Ultra Balls. Yes, you sort of see why I have a habit of just carrying around so many. At the expense of other items. Yes, I meant... Yes, I want to remove the meteorites. Time to go... Yeah. This is probably going to be the last stream, at least of the main game. Not sure if we'll actually make it into the post-game. Have I ever heard of Super Mario? The weird thing is that earlier today I actually saw a thumbnail of it, and looks fairly interesting, assuming it's a wrong hat. Wow, everybody just turned up all at once. Here's your meteorite, Professor Cosmo. That item, could it be? Is it the meteorite that Team Magma took from Meteor Falls? Please, may I have it? I'm not asking for it. How did you, in exchange for this TM? This TM, it represents my feeling of gratitude. Please use it. Another TM return. I was wondering how come back in the days of playing Pokemon Sapphire, I spent most of the game just using Return on Blaziken and wondering, wow, this thing does a whole bunch of damage. I mean, I could potentially put it on slacking at this point. Maybe I'll consider doing that after we get through Victory Road, because I think after that there's not going to be much use for strength. So here we are, Evergrande City. Still a whole bunch of Pokemon for me to catch in there, like Lairon and a couple of others, and... well, I already beat Wally as part of last stream, as sort of a false start, so... Gardevoir, you get up front. Kind of... You know what? Another false start. Let's go get Calm Mind back on Gardevoir real quick. So... I imagine we all have a fair few thoughts with regards to the new Nintendo Switch 2. I will definitely admit I wasn't actually expecting it to be so pricey, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the thing is that Yes, what do I think of the new Switch 2? It does look fairly decent from what I could tell, but the pricing. I know a lot of people are really just sort of hell-bent on deriving the pricing. Better than the PS... I mean, yeah, it's definitely still cheaper than something like a lot of the Sony consoles, like the PS5, the PS4, even the notorious price of the PS3 being like $600 back when it first came out. Not adjusted for inflation, of course, but still, I gotta admit, whilst the pricing, for me at least, isn't as big of an issue, considering I have a fair bit of disposable income, admittedly, it's still one of those things where I can't help but wonder, do I really need to get this? Because, obviously, playing this on my GameCube, I still have my GameCube, I still have my Wii U, I still have my Switch, I still have my barely working 360 buried under all this stuff, a working PS2, technically, with no memory card that works for the time being, and of course, got my PC. It's like, I already got so much stuff for gaming already, and I will admit I've been thinking all day, admittedly. Just thinking all day as to whether entertainment nowadays really is for me, because I mean, I already have a fair bit of collection of a fair assortment of collection of stuff already in my on my shelves. Whole bunch of Switch games, whole bunch of Wii games, Wii U games, Sonic games, Pokemon games, Blu-rays and DVDs of various shows, movies, and anime. Like, I already got just all this stuff in order to pass the time with, and I don't feel as though I particularly need to get a Switch 2. At least not right away. I suppose it just depends on if there's really any games on there which I feel personally are must-plays, which so far, more of them just look to me like, oh, that looks pretty neat, like Donkey Kong Jamboree, that looks pretty neat. Metroid Prime 4, that seems pretty neat. Either way, call to get the Steam Deck and get the Switch 2, I had a feeling That's the weird thing, actually, because I may be wrong, but I heard at the very least that the Switch 2 pricing was set before any tariffs were made. So it was always planned to be $450. Which obviously seems like a fair bit much. Yeah, I forgot I gave God of War the Shell Bell. Kind of feel that it should maybe do a little bit more self-healing compared to, say, the Leftovers, considering you actually have to do damage in order to do it, so it only seems fair. There we go, level 51. Don't think there's much in terms of moves that we need to worry about. Collect plush book. Yeah, I still have a fair few plushes on my wall and in the attic, because I don't really have that much room for them in my room. I mean, considering there's going to be a point where I'm probably going to have more control of the house than not, thinking my setup may end up changing a little bit, so that I will probably actually have room for stuff in my room. Speaking of setups, though, I'm experimenting with something a little bit different this time around, because I have a table. May as well peel away a little bit of the magic now we're here. I've been mostly doing a fair bit of streaming just from my couch. I don't actually have a desk that I sit at. I just have the couch, my TV, which is my monitor, and then just the PC right next to it. It's probably not exactly the most orthodox setup, but it works for me. But I wouldn't mind a second monitor from time to time. At least one. Meaning that all this time I just have my keyboard and mouse just placed on my couch as well, and figure this time around, you know what? There's this folding table in the front room which we're not actually using all that much. May as well see if I could make some use of it, and so far I'm gonna be testing it over the next couple of days just to see if I can really get behind it. I do admittedly hope I do, because it's a nice table. Ooh, Laron. Had theories about how you work. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. I mean, I certainly, oh yeah, Laron gets Rock Slide now. Admittedly, that's kind of weird to see. But yeah, I'm not entirely certain as to what skills I have which Sega could really put in use, because I feel as though I have a long way to go in terms of stuff like writing quality. Not sure much of my experience really applies to much. Oh, we actually get explodes here. That's kind of wild. This is the first time I'm actually seeing... Not the first time I'm seeing explode. First time I'm seeing a wild explode. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to swap in slacking for this. Actually, let's just try a Thunderbolt, see how much damage that does. And I'm hoping we get a, at the very least another chance at this. Okay, that works. I imagine there's gonna be a fair few, dagnammit. I was gonna say, I imagine there's gonna be a fair few interesting encounters in here. As opposed to just the typical Golbats, Gravelers, Hariyama's. It's actually an interesting question. I don't know if you can actually find Growlers in here. I wouldn't be surprised if you could. Seemingly infinite harsh road that lives up to the name of victory. Imagine if Izuka secretly watches your streams. I mean, I've been thinking a fair bit actually as to stances with various things regarding the Pokemon series and its interactions with fans, and my personal preferences for what I'd like to see in the game, which obviously I'm probably never going to see, but it would be kind of insane if that were the case. Or at the very least just the official Sonic channel, because I've heard it pops into various different channels from time to time. Oh yeah, this is a fairly interesting addition here. Aside from the explodes, of course, is that the dark areas of Victory Road are already pre-lit. Presumably by another trainer that uses Flash. So you don't actually have to worry about carrying it. Do I want to play the new Mario Kart? I'll be honest, I think the last... I do technically have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but I never really had all that much, Wait a sec. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute, hang on a minute. That explains it. Not the channel. Yeah, even off channel, it's just, with the, more focused on online play, and the fact that after all this time, we still just have the sort of same Xbox lifestyle subscription service. I never really got behind that personally. And as such, couldn't really get much mileage out of the multiplayer aspects of stuff like Mario Kart. That's also why I've sort of lost interest in Smash Bros, honestly, because I remember back in the day especially just being super excited to play Brawl, and nowadays it's just I'd be fine if we didn't get any more of those. I feel it's sort of the same story with Mario Kart, actually. Just, I feel as though I wouldn't be able to get most out of it. Though I have sort of been reminiscing a little bit about my experience with Mario Kart. Oh no. I think we're gonna have to forego Hyper... Yeah, I think we're gonna need to forego something in here. Let's have a look at what we got. I'm sure we can... You know what? We can forego Protect for this part of the game. Xbox Live, when you play... Well, baffled the C button is locked behind a paywall, which acts as a clicker button if you don't have NSO. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they just have a dedicated button to sort of game chat, which just... We had this on, like, back in 2004 with the original Xbox. It was like just... The Xbox 360 just like came with a crummy little microphone free of charge. I would have thought that something like that would be kind of standard at this point. Then again, you don't really get much socializing in modern games, admittedly. I think technically speaking there was technically voice chat on the DS, but then again that was with the DS microphone, so... Which was somehow, from what I recall, even worse than the original Xbox 360 microphone, so good luck trying to hear anything through that. Aside from just Chatot screaming constantly. Because I know you could technically just use, back in the DS days, you could use Chatot's chatter move to just blurt out swear words at the player, but at the same time, I'm fairly certain to get the most out of it, you just have to scream into the microphone. At least from what I recall, because I think the noise it made dictated the amount of damage it did or something. I don't recall all that much. Yeah, I do still have my old DS Lite, but again, as I think I previously mentioned, it's broken. It's sort of locked in a drawer somewhere. I suppose, speaking of which, I still do have my my new 2DS. Well, I say new. It was called new when it came out. All right. It came with Tomodachi Life, and honestly, I kind of wish I got more into Tomodachi Life, but at the same time, just... I didn't really like the British accent they used for it. I definitely preferred how they sound in the more commonly heard version, let's just say. I am sort of wondering whether we'll actually find the fifth Winstrut still in here. I imagine he's in here somewhere. I suppose it's also kind of funny just seeing all these new and super expressive and vibrant looking games for the Switch 2, and then you just see Legend Zah, and it just looks lifeless. As do basically all the Pokemon games on the Switch, and I think the funniest thing actually is just we're finally getting GameCube games, technically, on the Switch 2, and I'm just like, finally, some good Pokemon games on the Switch. Because the first games they actually announced were like Colosseum and XD, which, good, definitely good, just, again, it's kind of funny, it's like, it's taken us this long to finally get a good Pokemon game on the Switch 2. I want to see Nintendo create a Discord for Switch. Yeah, I suspect they did that just to, so they couldn't have kids just, on actual Discord, but I'm not entirely certain as to how effective that's gonna be, to be perfectly honest, in regards to kids' safety, because the same problems you get with normal Discord, you could probably very easily get on the standard Discord, minus the NSFW stuff. So, ah, right. Right. I may have just misunderstood. I'm just thinking I definitely do want to go through Coliseum and XD now, but of course, got a whole bunch of games to get through first. Yeah, God, I can just go at the bottom. There is one Pokemon I'm sort of looking forward to seeing down here, but I'm not sure when it will crop up. I'm guessing sort of near the bottom. I do sort of like how the Great Ball's colors match Salamence's color scheme, just with the red and blue. But I suppose in this skin it's more purple, as opposed to the more green in other games. Nothing here. Shouldn't get complacent just because you have a lot of gym badges. There's always going to be someone better than you. Yep, and it turns out they're all real-life players. Might want to see some Oh yeah, I do actually have the first original series of Pokemon Adventures, the manga. I do kind of want to go through that again at some point, to be perfectly honest. Just I remember going through and it was just like, wow, this actually... I do kind of like just the tone this is setting and a lot of the gags and the art style and how cool some of the action gets at times. Especially at the end with the final fight with Lance. I do kind of want to get some more at some point. And maybe the gold and silver stuff. So, kind of seems surreal at this one, just to see how so many Ninetales in this game. And so much sun, and so much sun. I can definitely see Taunt being quite the useful move in this particular Romhack, gonna be honest. Which is good, because you could do with a fair bit of that utility. Have you not got a fire move, Ninetales? I'm fairly certain my resistance isn't gonna hold up much good against your sun-boosted attacks. And here's good old Tropius, likely carrying thick fat. We know what needs to be done. I suppose this is kind of surreal going for this whole part with a Salamence. Because, of course, normally in this game, you would I feel that the only times you would naturally have a Salamence at this point is either if you're just playing Ruby Sapphire, or... yeah, mostly just if you're playing Ruby Sapphire, because, of course, in Emerald, you could just quickly rush back to Sky Pillar and get a free Rayquaza. And in Orash, you get a free Mega Latios and Latios, so... there's not really much point to you ever using Salamence. Which is kind of a shame. And even then, I imagine that most people would just find getting Flygon easier, because of course, you can get it earlier. It's like the latest you can get Salamence at all normally is once you get Waterfall. Why the discussion of the Pokemon manga common overseas? I guess just because you don't really see it about most of the time. It seems more of a niche thing. How is the diet? Admittedly, because I am home alone, it has had to have been a bit of a cutback with regards to the diet, so it will likely continue once the family is back, but For the time being, mostly just living off ready meals and takeaways. And the occasional just, I would say fruit salads. Technically, we usually just have sort of cut up fruit and yogurts. Come on, Salamence, you can deal with Sableye. Salamence, please. Not this again. So yeah, generally speaking, diet's technically postponed for the time being. Just hopefully not much damage is made in the meantime, because I did have one of the family friends offer to bring me fish and chips yesterday. I imagine there's definitely better fish and chips out there, but it definitely was quite the treat, let's just say. I heard there was a tough little kid around. Maybe even you? You never know. You never know. Of course, aside from the ready meals and the takeaways, I have been trying, technically speaking, to stick to the diet. That's mostly just been going through the kitchen cupboards, finding a tin of Spam and trying to make that last over 3 days. Because, like, first, I suppose just to try it out. Just first day was just Spam and fried eggs. Then tried dicing up some Spam to put into an omelet the next day, which worked out fairly well. And then earlier today, just more Spam, fried eggs, and leftover chips. I'm never gonna live the Totino's thing down, am I? It was just one funny joke. Probably should have saved it for April Fools, to be honest. It's like, oh, you know, Sonic Mania, let's do it, but be funny, ha ha hee hee, but I guess I'm not gonna live that down now. Yeah, let's switch into Sceptile for this one. Let's switch into Sceptile. I suppose the funny thing is I think the Spam was left behind by my big sister during a visit back, and we're just sitting in the cupboard. It's like, oh, when are we gonna use this? And it was just sort of sitting there, so I figured, may as well use it. Anyway, not need any Spam there. Yes, it was technically low, I think it was low salt or low fat Spam. I'm guessing low salt, but at the same time, yeah, just didn't have too much and just spread it out over a couple of days. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this with the Sableye anymore. Goodbye. Alright, let's get Sceptile up front. Actually, let's do Metagross. Metagross could... I just love how this is just like the most overpowered team now. You got Metagross, you got Salamence, you got Slacking, you got Gardevoir. It's like any one of these could just carry me through the entire game, and yet... Ooh! I didn't realize you could actually find Psychic in here. I mean, it's definitely good, but we already have Gardevoir. And I don't think anyone else on my team could learn Psychic. I mean, like, Metagross already has it. So yeah, nobody really needs it. I'll be honest, I'm just wondering... Oh, we can find Rhydons in here as well, wow. It's kind of crazy, considering you barely ever see Rhydon in this game. And yet here he is, just casually hanging out. Can you recommend... I mean, fire away. I don't really mind. It's just interesting to see what people would want me to play, I suppose. Just probably going to steer away from creepypasta content, to be perfectly honest. Just was never really into that. Kinda crazy to see Rhydon here of all things. Like one of the best Pokemon in Gen 1. It's Hoenn, which wrote tastes like a Doril, destroys tall buildings with one streak. It stands on its hind legs, and its brain is well developed. Ah, Deltarune. I think I already mentioned this before, I was considering playing Deltarune when it was finished. Nose pass of all things in here, that wasn't expected. Yeah, I suppose before that though, I was considering playing Undertale at some point this year, because 10th anniversary. Jeez, Undertale is already 10 years old. Or at least going to be 10 years old this year. This feels kind of sad to me, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna be perfectly honest as well, I don't actually remember the layout of this place. Just sort of scurrying around here like a rabbit in a burrow. Trying to avoid ferrets. Alright, take care. Suppose it would be interesting to see what we can find in here in terms of fishing. Where's my... There we go, there's waterfall. I will admit, sort of thinking to myself, maybe it would be a good idea to get rid of Superpower for the time being, or at the very least just... I want to keep Defense Curl and Rollout, I'll just say that much. I want to keep those two, so... I knew there was something here. Let's see, how many heart scales do I have? I imagine I have a fair few. Heart scale... Okay, just one. So, in that case... Again, just thinking back to Brawl, I really do love the rendition of this particular theme in that game. Alright, we'll get rid of Superpower. Many people talk about Pokemon, but... I think I already mentioned this before, but... I think I technically got into Pokemon by mistake growing up, because... I actually mistook Pokemon for Digimon, because I quite liked Digimon Tamers growing up. Or at least what little I was able to catch of it. Because we didn't really, we weren't able to see much of it. I'll have to see if I can get a DVD of it at some point. I trained together with my whole family, every one of us. Oh, I think this is the Winstrad brother. Hey Nish, we're just about to fight, I think this is the Winstrad brother? The last of the Winstrads? About to just get absolutely crushed by my Metagross. And... again with the Totinos. I'm starting to regret my decision to do that now. I will say, well, this guy definitely has a fairly, decently well-rounded team here. You got Shiftry with his massive chin. I don't know how I never noticed that he just had a massive chin all this time. Also kind of weird to be getting out sped for once. Good old Kazam. I can probably just get rid of you with a Meteor Mash. Yeah, I don't think you have Fire Punch at this point, so, time to take Metagross. Oh, no. I kind of forgot Alakazam could get Shockwave. Get him out of here. Yeah, I think we can just swap out of this one to Slacking. Slacking, you can get rid of the main rat trick. Just hit it with a Quake. Or really just anything at this point. You could probably just delete it from the universe. There we go. Better than my family, is that possible? I mean, I probably beat them all up. Maybe I'll go... Aw, man. I've completely broken this man. You know, you did pretty good. You're a pretty good trainer. How the duel... I will admit, along with all this other stuff I've been having to do in the house, I feel I've been falling behind a fair bit recently. Just, trying to find time. I feel I struggle with that a lot. Okay. Where are my healing items? Where's my potions? Here's my potions. I suppose getting back to the whole Switch 2 thing, it is kind of wild that we're actually just getting another Kirby's Air Ride game. Unfortunately, I never really got the opportunity to play the original, but I've heard lots and lots of good things about it, and this is surreal to me seeing, yep, here's just another one. I'll get you closer to us. Yeah, I will admit at this point, I don't really see myself ever getting sponsorships, or... I feel at the very least if I do get sponsorships, if I ever do videos, I'll probably just be one of those people who actually just put some timestamp for people to skip it, because I'll be honest, whenever it comes to sponsorships on various videos, all I just end up doing is just spamming the forward key just to get through it. I know it's kind of mean for me to do, but I just wanted to get onto the video. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of them. Oh, so it was remastered at some point, right. Was that the one where Kirby was very angry? I suppose it's kind of fitting that I got rid of superpower here. Just the universe's way of telling me, hey, maybe you'll just get fine with Surf. And so weird to just see actual spikes usage. It's like you never see spikes used in single player. I suppose speaking of which, admittedly, I think I've said this for a long time, but I kind of wish that more modern Pokemon games, considering they've been trying to make it easier to get into the competitive, I kind of wish that that was reflected in the main game as well, where you had more instances of just 4v4 double battles. Like, you could have this sort of an official Pokemon League format thing for the gyms in the Elite Four, where all the gyms in the Elite Four just go by 4v4 doubles. Each of them using different themed strategies. That being said, though, I'm not certain as to whether a level cap would be warranted in that case. I'm gonna say, I mean, a level cap like this, I don't think would be too bad, just... Not sure in terms of whether just automatically setting all the Pokemon to a certain level would be the best way to go. I think we have free car races and counting crossroads in the sea. Yeah, admittedly, upon first hearing about Mario Kart Worlds and Kirby's Air Riders, I was just thinking, yep, it's just another case of another Sonic game getting absolutely just overshadowed by the competition. You had Team Sonic Racing with Crash Team Racing. We had Superstars with Mario Wonder. We had Forces with Mario Odyssey, and now we have this with twice the amount of games, except, of course, Cross Worlds isn't $80. I think just on price alone, weirdly enough, Cross Worlds might actually have some legs to it. $300 for all, not including the Nintendo Online fee for service. GTA 6 for Switch. I heard apparently that the Switch 2 is going to be trying to run Cyberpunk 2077. I think it was Cyberpunk, it might have been something else, but I just remember thinking, well, the Switch is probably just going to explode as soon as it boots up. It would look horrible. I mean, yeah, it would be basically like the PS4 port of Cyberpunk. Where it looks like it's made in Gmod. Ooh, I actually have a double battle here. Yeah, just think... You know what? I'm just gonna go with these two and see how we do. You lead about the elite capper in this cave. How are you finding it? I know, just, the tension's giving me awful stomach pain. You sure it wasn't something you ate on the way here? What do Pokemon trainers normally eat, by the way? I can't help but wonder, just... Because Pokemon centers, as far as I'm aware, don't have food. I mean, I think they might. Some Pokemon centers might. In the anime, at least. So I just imagine most Pokemon trainers just getting a whole bunch of snacks from the equivalent of the motorway service station. Just stuffing their backpacks full of just pork pies and candy bars, chocolate bars. Just all this, just generally just spending most of the time just having the most greasy, cheap fast food. So like being a hitchhiker, honestly. Of course, I'm not gonna just for the moment bring into question how exactly most trainers are able to indefinitely preserve like chorizo and ham in their backpacks without refrigeration. Just figured it's best to just leave it at that. Yeah, I don't really see how that works. And again, I don't know what the chorizo's even made out of. I think it's sort of why I tend to prefer coming back to these games, where you don't get these awkward questions. Like, what's the chorizo made out of? Is ice cream a bad food or bad ice? I'm gonna say it's a bad food because, I'm sure there's other forms of bad ice. Let's do Defense Curl and Yawn, I think, and yeah, loafing around. I want to see if a Zoom Roll can tank an Earthquake. Never mind. I think the best thing to do here would just be Hyper Beam. Yeah, let's throw Sceptile back in. Just make it so he can't do anything this turn. Go get him. feel I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of Fake Out. Double priority just feels nice. Oh, Masquerade. Oh. This may be trouble. Maybe. I think I can just stay in and just hit it with Hyper Beam, right? And if only that everybody was spamming drop the price in the chat of the treehouse. Ah, so they were. Can't say I'm surprised about that. Because I know that, I think it was the premium version of Nintendo Online, which was like $40, which nobody liked either. The one which came with the Animal Crossing DLC. I feel it's stuff like that which really just solidifies to me that Nintendo's basically become the video game equivalent of Disney. Where they have this legendary back catalog of amazing stuff they put out, and are now just more focused on nickel and diming their customers. Case in point, Disneyland. I suppose more specifically Disney World, where just insane amounts of money for a single hot dog or pretzel. And having to pay exorbitant amounts of money just to be guaranteed to get on a ride. The sort of thing that makes me sort of miss the days of the original Fast Pass, you know? And when you could just more easily than not just buy a game. I've just gone in a whole circle. And all these bats aren't helping either, right? Repels, repels. Still a fair few of these, probably gonna burn through all of them by the time this is over. Yeah, definitely seems as though Universal's just gonna eat Disney's lunch in that sense, but unfortunately I don't think there's anyone for who will eat Nintendo's lunch in that sense. Which is a pity, because they could do with it. Drop the... And I certainly agree with that sentiment. Because it does sort of feel as though there was no reason to just get rid of all the Pokemon out of the Pokédex. I mean, it definitely I definitely sort of prefer how Sun and Moon handled it, where you just had a Pokédex which didn't have everything on it, but you could still just bring any Pokemon you want into there, and it's still technically in the game. I sort of get why, in terms of balancing how a game is set out, but again, I feel the post-games, in a post-game sense, the National Dex just... Some may say that the removal of the National Dex was inevitable, but at the same time, I kind of feel that, especially in something like this, it's just still nice to have. Hopefully I'm making sense. You know, I'm just gonna be spending this whole time using Yawn on slacking, aren't I? Because I don't want to just nuke my Azumarill without just actually being able to remove anything from the other side, because I'm fairly certain Solrock has Levitate. At least as far as I'm aware, he usually does. It's kind of a shame, really. I never really have used Solrock and Lunatone all that much. I mean, naturally using both on a team is probably ill-advised. Alright, Azumarill, please, Defense Curl. You know what? Better idea. Better idea, actually. Yes, go to sleep. I have the perfect person to partner up with who has Earthquake. There we go. Definitely hoping that Earthquake and just... I don't know what I'm saying. I'm wholly confident in my team at this point. Sure, their levels may be a bit low, but again, it's the same story and stuff like Gen 2 and Gen 1, so don't really mind it in that sense. But still quite confident in their potential performance. I don't think the level difference at this point is going to be too bad. Let's see what's down here. I will admit, I definitely don't remember the layout of this place all that much. So we're just exploring for the most part. Suppose we could theoretically just remove the, here's the exit. It's kind of a shame because there's one particular Pokemon we still haven't encountered in here yet, which I wanted to catch alongside Exploud. This isn't the goal, this is only a place on the way to the Pokemon. It is not a goal, it is only a place. You're in a place. Let's see how scary this Torkoal is. Wow, you actually survived that. Kinda surprised. I know Torkoal is super bulky, but then again, Slacking is sort of a destroyer of worlds. Ugh. Way to rain on my parade. I'm gonna play the black, but it's very hard to find the game physically. I mean, I still technically have my copy of white, but I think for the sake of streaming it, I'm probably gonna go the same routes I've done with Chronicles and just, use a different route. That is, if I just, still stick to vanilla black or white, or just, again, blaze black or volt white, because I have been kind of curious about those two. It's been a long time. Finally. It's the new 52. You know what? Salamence can probably deal with this. It's a fighting type. Intimidate is perfect in this situation. You're powerless against me. You and your extra sensory, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a physical attacker. That's what I thought. You'll definitely be a lot better in Gen 4. Sort of feels at this point that Salamence can just walk away with the rest of the game. Just a moderately powerful flying type move is really all it needs. I know for a fact that a lot of people just, for competitive sake, just bolt hidden power flying onto it and just call it a day. Yeah, we can get rid of repels here. There's one Pokemon I kind of want to see in here. It's also nice to see you too, Exploud. Just please don't roll me on this turn. Thank you. I don't know what it is about its AI. It just seems to default to roar when it's at low health, so gonna take a slightly different tactic with it. I suppose it is kind of smart in that sense, just blow the opponent away before they can do anything major. Come on, Explode. You can't be hard to catch from that Registeel. But it failed. Oh! We may be in business. And when I say that, I'll say that once we eventually catch this thing. I think they actually buffed Hyper Voice in this as well. Up to, like, base 100, which kind of feels insane, especially in the context of something like Mega Gardevoir, which always used Hyper Voice in Gen 6. Like, a Pixelate boosted base 100 power special version of Earthquake. It sounds just criminal. I think the Pokemon we're looking for is technically not on the, B floor 1, so we're gonna run around here for a little bit. See if we can find it. This is one Pokemon in here I definitely want to, very least try to keep. There he is! Good old Houndoom with a new sprite and all. Because of course, they wanted to add Houndoom to the game for the Maxi, but couldn't justify putting it anywhere without people just defaulting to using Houndoom for the next game. The next Smash... I think I already mentioned this, I'm not all that interested in the next Smash Bros, to be honest. And it would definitely be nice if we finally got a moveset overhaul for Sonic at the very least. Just, it's been mostly unfinished since Brawl. Honestly, with how the Pokédex looks here, I can't help but wonder what a Colosseum Legacy would look like. With regards to its Pokemon lineup, because obviously it mostly just uses the Johto lineup of Pokemon for the most part. Just with some stuff from Hoenn, I think. Mostly just can't help but wonder what changes with regards to Pokemon placement there might be, because one thing that comes to mind in Colosseum especially is just that weird level 20 Remoraid, which is just insanely underleveled to the point you get it in the game. I'm gonna see how much damage a Crunch does. Okay. I think we can get away with one of those. Better Mortal Kombat. That definitely seems something weird about Mortal Kombat, just how it's just become basically X-rated Smash Brothers. I say X-rated, more sort of R-rated. Or I suppose X-rated would make more sense with the violence, though I think most people, from what I can tell from discussions I've overheard, people sort of tend to miss the more cartoony aspects of Mortal Kombat's violence, where it's super over the top as opposed to, I suppose, being a fair bit more realistic. Because when it comes to super sort of ultra violent and gory games, the first thing that really comes to mind nowadays are the Doom games. There we go, finally got Houndoom. We can get out of here. Favorite Pokemon aside from Gardevoir? I've always had a lot of fond feelings for Umbreon. I'm gonna be honest. Just remember Umbreon carrying me a fair bit through stuff like XD, Gale of Darkness, and... I mean, obviously design-wise, I feel Umbreon's the best, and... generally, I've been super fond of Umbreon's tankiness. Especially when I was going through XG in the past. My first, like, playthrough of the XG Romhack, and with the Shadow Filter on, going up against so many Shadow Pokemon, Umbreon was basically just immortal. With how little damage it took, because for some reason, they thought it would be a good idea to give Umbreon Filter. Which is like Mega Aggron's ability, which just halves the damage of super effective moves, which... I mean, it's definitely cool that Umbreon has it, but why? Why are you doubling down so much on the survivability and tankiness? It just seems so strange. If I ever do go for XG again, I'm definitely picking Umbreon. And this far a couple of times, the last stretch is... It's literally just a straight line, man. There's no gauntlet, it's just a straight line. Edgar. With your Cacturn. Get out of here. I will admit, the Hyper Beam animation in this game always really reminded me a lot of Deoxys. Guess just because of the more Helix design of it. That being said, I do think it's, from what I recall, it is definitely possible to actually get Deoxys in this without requiring an event card. It's just here. Get out of here, slacking. Can't do any good against this thing, just submission! Isn't that a bizarre thing and a half? I know that the creator of this Romhack really has it out for submission in a way, just the fact that it's 80 base power, 80% accuracy, and does recoil. Just... why? You'd think with the recoil it would have perfect, or at the very least near perfect accuracy like takedown, but I guess not. I think we got everything we needed to in here. I think I'm gonna lead Sceptile and Salamence for this. I think generally speaking, Sceptile is gonna be a fairly decent lead throughout the whole league. Just with Fake Out and double priority. Nothing to say to anyone that's come this far. What is the victory road? I'll tell you if you win. The victory road was the friends we made along the way. Why are you copying my entire team flow for flow, beat for beat? These are literally the Pokemon I've been using this whole time. You know what? Get out of here, slacking. I know how to counter you. Wait, is it? I was kind of nervous for a second because I was thinking Gardevoir learns Skill Swap. This is a double battle, so... Was this just gonna go for the whole... like, skill swap slacking setup from, like, Evis's fighting Coliseum? Because I will admit, that's definitely a heck of a way to round out, Victory Road here. Oh, and they can now attack alternatively. That's kind of scary now. You know, I'm sure we can just, bring them down this turn. Get out of here. A Dusclops. I think this thing also has Skill Swap, actually, thinking about it. And then again, it probably also has Ice Beam. Very cool. See how transfer one Pokemon by again. Kinda nervous about this, what this Dusclops will do, because I know it tends to run Ice Beam. At least for the Dusclopses I've seen. Then again, I haven't really seen that many Dusclopses. What's it? Oh, Toxic. Yeah, that makes sense. And, oh, Protect and Toxic. Oh. You can't hide behind your walls forever. 50, okay. I was just thinking, haven't really got all that much experience in this place. Highest is 53, which I'm sure will be fine where we're going, but still a little cause for worry. Alright, let's finally get out of this cave. Last encounter of the game, technically. And of course it's Golbat. Why wouldn't it be Golbat? Couldn't challenge the league without a send-off from my old friend. The one who always bumps into me whenever I go through a cave. And here we are, the Pokemon League. Let's check the shop, as I imagine I'm going to want to stock up a little bit. Let's see what you've got in store. Let's see. More Ultra Balls, Hyper Potions, definitely want to get a fair few of those. We'll get 12. Full Restores. We'll get 8. Revives. Probably a little bit overkill, but I want to see what's here. We have Shadow Ball. We have Iron Tail. We have Sludge Bomb. We have Sandstorm. We have Rain Dance. Sunny Day. Hail. 3 episodes later, all Pokemon will be level 80. Frustration, ooh. And more returns. There's generally quite a fair few good moves here. Also, from what I recall, Poison is still physical in this game. And I know for a fact that, at least in Colosseum, it's a habit of putting Sludge Bomb on Metagross. Not gonna do that just yet. Just that. Want to see what else I got here. Iron Tail, nah. I know, yeah, the accuracy has been buffed on Iron Tail. Frustration, it's basically the reverse of Return, where the less friendship you have with a Pokemon, the more damage it does. Generally, throughout a base game playthrough, you're better off just using Return, because it's generally easier to raise friendship than lower it. Unless you just happen to carry around a whole bunch of herbs. Alright, let's go reach each Azumarill superpower. Still have a lot of fond memories of this music. So yeah, generally quite a fair few good moves you can get from that particular vendor. Back in 10 minutes, we're likely going to be starting the Pokemon League in a little bit, so I mean, take your time, just saying. Superpower. It's kind of a shame that there's not really much in terms of moves in which Azumarill can really make the most use out of Superpower. I think the best you can really do is Double Edge. And Focus Punch. And again, I imagine Belly Drum and Focus Punch aren't exactly a great combo. Because usually it tends to run Focus Punch with Substitute. There we go. Main question is, do I want to give Brick Break to Salamence? Honestly, I think I do. I think I'm just going to give Salamence the black glasses and have it at that. Probably gonna be my best chance against Phoebe at the very least. Alright, where's my... I think I put the black glasses in the PC, so let's go get them. Item storage, withdraw. Master Ball's still in here. Black glasses. I think we'll still get another chance to get Brick Break again at some point, so we don't have to worry too much. Still have so many repels. Get rid of the charcoal. We could just put the charcoal in along with the Never Melt Ice, which I forgot to drop off from Shoal Cave. Alright, everything seems to be in order. You can always get another Fire Blast from the Pokemon, so it's not too much of a worry about that. So, here we go. I mean, generally a lot of people just tend to put Brick Break on Salamence anyway, especially in competitive, because fighting is pretty good on Salamence. Kind of ashamed to be getting rid of it, but I think I'm gonna want the accuracy. Plus the extra coverage. Only thing I might be worried about is Skarmory, but at the same time, I have other things for Skarmory. I think that'll do. Still base 90, that's wild to me. Alright. Beyond this point, only those trainers who have collected all the gym badges are permitted to enter. Trainer, let's confirm that you have all the gym badges. Trainer, believe in yourself and your Pokemon, and go forth. Not sure why this is here, to be perfectly honest. I don't really see how you could just, miss any of the gyms along the way. So let me think, you need... I think the only gym you can technically skip is Dewford. Though not so much in this particular game. Alright. I think we're about as ready as we're gonna be, so... Just gonna save up. And away we go. Feels nice to actually sprint in here. Makes the long walk a little less, It's easier to get over with. Hey, Sydney, how you been? Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. A lot the look you give me. Guess you'll give me a good match. It's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me. Let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. You and your weird-looking mohawk. It looks like you just got, like, a piece of molten metal stuck in your head. Alright, here's Mighty Anna. Sort of feels iconic in a sense. Alright, not sure if you're gonna be able to do much, but... I suppose for Sydney at least, we are on fairly equal levels. There's Super Fang. This is gonna be a little bit awkward, I suppose. Extreme speed? I doubt this is gonna be able to knock it out, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Worst case scenario, I can just swap out and, never mind, I guess. Poor Sceptile. Who? You know what? Azumarill. Let us begin gather. Of course you have to rain on my parade. I can't believe you would do this to me, Sydney. Making me bring up my big guns already. You know what? Let's see how you like being intimidated for once, eh? See how you like it. You know, it's still a little bit of a worry. Let's just, wait, you're fast? Oh, you're faster than me. I have a feeling this isn't going to end particularly well. Right, Brick Break? Okay, good. Crit is a little bit worrying, because I was thinking that's probably not enough to knock it out. Murkrow? Alright, I think now we have the Yawner out of the way. I think it's now safe to go in for the Rolling Stone. At least I think. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do much to me, I think. I think that was the first time I've actually seen Sky Attack this whole game. It's been reworked to basically just be Flying-type Fire Blast. Which sort of makes me, feel that there should be a Sky Attack TM in that case, but I guess we can't have anything. Everything. Alright. In with the Rolling Stone. We have much moss to gather as— oh no. Shiftry's always here to rain on my parade, it seems. First Maxie and now you. I don't think you have any sun at the very least, so I can just— yeah, do that. Probably could have gotten away with a fly as well, but— dagnammit. I was thinking the Brick Break would do. You know what? A fly would probably be better off. Should have used this from the off. Alright, next. I'm guessing it's sharp— oh, Crawdons. You don't actually see much in terms of Crawdons in this game either. It's mostly just Sharpedo, which I kind of understand because, again, pretty sure Sharpedo is generally considered the better Pokemon in most circles, which is kind of a shame because I like Crawdons. Metagross. You can just style on him with Rock Smash. There you go. How'd you like that? I lost. Yeah, it was fun, so it don't matter. Well, listen to what this loser has to say. You got what it takes to go far. Now go on to the next room. Enjoy your next battle. I mean, I'll be hard-pressed for that if, your fight was any indication. That was pretty rough. Where are my revives? Glad I packed some definitely glad I packed some spares. Just thinking for Phoebe that maybe, Sceptile's not the best lead. I don't think I really have much in here which can really deal with ghost types. But we got the best I got is Gardevoir. Actually, what am I saying? I have Salamence. Salamence says Crunch. I packed the black glasses for this reason. For some reason, I never really got Phoebe's outfit for the longest time. I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre. While I trained, I gained the ability to commune with Ghost-type Pokemon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight. So come on, just try to see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. We'll see. I mean, imagine Salamence is gonna care. Oh, leads with Sableye. Right. Alright, let's see what you can do, Sableye. I'm guessing a couple of Dragon Claws will do the trick. Let's see what a Fly does, actually. Let's see if that does more damage. Oh, you got Moonlight as well. Oh. I guess that explains why you got Rain Dance and Sandstorm at the Elite Four vendor there. Alright, please don't do another You know what? I can stall you out. What do you think of that? Confused, right? Okay, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to exit stage left. Sceptile can mop this up. Forgotten that she leads with Sableye. I could just hack away with you. I could just hack away at you with Leaf Blade. Doesn't matter to me. I could just get more crit procs. Get more focus energy procs. Just get more crits. Doesn't help the Confused Ray is just insanely annoying in this game. Yeah, you're just gonna sit there spamming Moonlight. I can't remember if that has 10 PP or 5 in this. I think it's 5. It better be 5. What happened? Just getting absolutely walled by this Sableye. It's like it's like Explorers of Darkness all over again. There we go, there's the crit proc. Come on, Sceptile. Bring him down. I'm sure he can... Oh, barely lift the crunch. Citrus Berry doesn't matter. You're out of here. Get out of here. Next. Of course it's Ninetales. You know what? Nah. I was gonna say, do I want to clean switch it? Yeah, I do want to clean switch in Dragon Claw. Because that'll probably do more damage. Oh yeah. Why would you waste an overheat on that? I have free health. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you waste your white herb? Why would you waste your white herb on a free hit point? Actually, this might actually be a good thing, because I think it gives me the opportunity to set up with Calm Mind. Because Ninetales and Shadow Balls are going to be doing less damage. At least that was the theory. Of course you're just going to spam Confusion at me. Why wouldn't you? My favorite mechanic in this entire game. See, I was going to say that did hardly any damage, and now my boost is gone. Can I please land a single hit? Gardevoir, please. You can tank these hits, just land one hit, please. One hit, that's all I'm asking for. You know what? Rolling Stone time. I'm fairly certain there's nothing on this team that can stop me. Of course, the Confused. Oh. Can I get a single move off, please? I feel this is just the same thing that happened with that one couple with the Phoebus and the Love Disc. Please, can I attack? The worst thing is that when I use these particular tactics, I know for a fact that it's gonna be the inverse, so they only take damage some of the time. I'm just gonna get rid of you with Surf. There we go, there's the confusion gone. Get out of here. Ah, finally that's over with. Next. Bayonet. Kinda nervous, not sure what this thing can do, because I know its stats have been reworked to be more of a mixed attacker. Yeah, I had a feeling that you'd do that. Or a Zoomeril. Generally starting to think maybe Rolling Stone has come to a stop. Probably safe to at the very least bring in Salamence. Your mixed attacks have no effect on me anymore. Get out of here. Get out of here with my Dark Boosted Crunch. Dusclops, Dusclops. I'm nervous about this guy because of how bulky he is. That's about as much damage as I was expecting him to take. What are you gonna do to— oh, Ice Beam. I had a feeling I'd come across a Dusclops with Ice Beam. I think we're in trouble. Slacking. Slacking, I'm gonna need you. To just delete. There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Medicham. Okay, I was kind of worried because I thought she might have a Shedinja. I think I can deal with a Medicham. Though it does sort of mean bidding slacking unless he lives! He lives! He lives! Goodbye! Yes! Oh darn, I've gone and lost. There's a definite bond between you and your Pokemon too. I didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead and move on to the next room. From what I can recall, Glacier's team has been reworked significantly. Where before, all she had were Walreins, Celios, and Glalie. I think now it's been tweaked a little bit, to say the least. Still gonna lead Sceptile. Because Fake Out is good. Sort of wondering now what moves to give a Zoomeril. Then again, I suppose it's too late to turn back now, so obviously Salamence is gonna go to the back. Salamence has no business coming out against ice types. This is where Metagross is likely gonna shine.
Welcome, my name is Glacier, the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills.
In the one cave, the only one cave with ice types in it.
But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you. Looks like I'm going all out after all.
I'm guessing that's an Ultra Ball in her hand. Yep, starts off with the Glalie. Its stats have been buffed across the board. I know that at the very least. Just an extra 5 and everything. So you know what? Metagross time. I don't see what you can do against the Metagross. Yeah, I think her main thing here is just Hail. Not so much an Ice Specialist as much as a Hail Specialist. Which is fine, just means that I can still do this. Water Pulse. For once I don't get confused. Still not enough. I was hoping for the attack boost, but I think should be able to finish that off with a Rock Smash. Shadow Ball. Thankfully, none of the procs went into effect. Alright. It's kind of a shame about Metagross's health, but I think that's just Piloswine. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna switch in Azumarill. I was gonna say Sceptile, but I'd rather not risk the ice weakness. Go on, Azumarill. All right into the Quake. I'm thinking at the very least Azumarill might be able to 2-tap this with Surf and Superpower. Let's do it. Okay, just 2-tap it with Surf, I suppose. It's weird to see Azumarill faster than something for once. It feels as though Piloswine was put here specifically for her. Cast Form? Oh wait, the hail stopped, didn't it? Alright, super... Oh no! I was gonna say superpower, but then that. I'm not gonna put Salamence up against that. You can't make me. I know bait when I see it, potentially. Hyper Beam, get that thing out of my face. I don't want to risk you doing any more shenanigans, you hear? Sneasel. Another Pokemon that feels it was just here specifically for Glacia. You know what? I think... You know what? Just... I'll do it again! I'll do it again! Just another Hyper Beam to the face. There we go. 53. And finally, Wall Rain. Her classic Wall Rain, which is probably... I think this thing still has Sheer Cold, so it's gonna be a bit of a worry. Well, I wasn't actually expecting Slacking to just take this whole fight over. Just take the Aux Cord from Sceptile and just... blast everything down with Hyper Beams. Oh yeah, it's kind of weird actually. I think in Gen 3... Oh no. I was gonna say I think in Gen 3, Hail didn't actually affect Blizzard's accuracy. Now it does. I kind of forgot about the defense boost that Hail gives. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna need a clean switch into Sceptile at this point. Sorry, Slacking. You did good. Now you are my plaything, Walrein. There is nothing you can do against me. Unless for some reason... No, you have leftovers, yep. You're basically hosed, I think. The flinch doesn't really matter to me as much, just, We can probably just wrap this up with Leaf Blade, really. Let's see what happens. Will the Leaf Blade do the trick? Because I imagine Sceptile isn't going to survive a blizzard. There we go. 53.
You and your Pokemon, how hot your spirits burn! It's no surprise that my icy skills fail to harm you. Advance to the next room, and there, confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League.
Drake is definitely going to be an interesting customer, no doubt about it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely certain as to how this is going to go, but I think, given the nature of rollout, I think Azumarill is gonna be best on support, so... Where's Toxic? I just know I'm gonna need Toxic at one point. Do I not have Toxic? Oh no. This is gonna be fairly awkward if, my assumptions are true. Okay. There's one particular Pokemon here I'm very, very much afraid of. Considering even the mod maker couldn't beat it. Hello, Drake. I be the last of the Pokemon Elite Four. Drake, the Dragon Master. In their living state, Pokemon are wild living things. They be free. At times they be hindering us. At times they be helping us. For us to be battling with Pokemon as partners, do ye know what it be taken? Do ye know what be needed? If ye don't, then ye shall never prevail over me. Again with the pirates. Alright, Drake. Let's do this. Starting off immediately with Flygon, right. Fake out. Definitely quite worried about this one because Flygon is very much known for its versatility. I'm suspecting this has Fire Blast. Signal. Oh. No. Okay, Sceptile lives. Leaf Blade. I'm hoping for the focus energy. There we go. Let's see what else you got in store for me, Drake. Good old Altaria. Dragon Claw. I'm faster than you at the very least. I'm taking every advantage I can with that. Double Edge. Kind of a weird choice, but okay. Kind of hesitant to bring out Salamence, so... Ooh. God of War. Let's see what you can do against me. I'm hoping you don't have Dragon Dance. Yeah, just going in with a double edge, it seems. Come on, God of War, you can tank. Yes, you can tank that. Psychic. Time for you to show your true colors, God of War. This is your moment. Huntail. I think, funnily enough, they added Huntail specifically because it wasn't Gyarados, because the mod maker has gone on record to say how much he hates Gyarados. But just how over-centralized it is in terms of casual Pokemon play, because again, most of the Dragon Masters in the past have used Gyarados. And Gen 4 onwards, there's no reason not to ever use Gyarados. Alright. Salamence, kind of worried about this one. Let's see what a Psychic... Oh, no. I'm sorry, God of War, I don't expect... No way! I wasn't expecting God of War to tank a Crunch. Okay, you've done good, God of War, you've done good. Of course it has the leftovers. Why wouldn't it have leftovers? I think I'm gonna need a clean switch, so, sorry, God of War. And it has Rock Slide as well, wonderful. I'm not sure whether you have Earthquake or not. Oh wait, I can just intimidate you, can't I? See how you like a taste of your own medicine, Salamence. Now it's time to see who is faster, me or you. Dragon Claw, I am faster. Okay, last Pokemon. Salamence is ace, so I'm guessing next is gonna be... Okay, I can get Flamethrower, but I don't need Flamethrower at the moment. Last Pokemon. Kingdra. This is gonna be awkward, because I know this thing probably has Ice Beam. Dragon Claw. At the very least, I'm expecting... Oh. Wait, you're not using Ice Beam. Why? Why are you not... Why would you not use Ice Beam? I'm right here. Do it. Superb, it should be said. Ye be deserving every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. Ye do seem to know what is needed. Aye, what a trainer be needing is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go! Go onwards. The champion be waiting. Of course, we already fought Wallace back in Satopolis, so it'll be kind of weird if we have to fight Wallace again. Salam. It does kind of feel like a missed opportunity to call Salamence Salamanca, to be perfectly honest. Call him Hector, because it is personal. It is personal! Okay. Admittedly, level-wise, this wasn't what I was hoping for. Probably should have done some a little bit more grinding beforehand, but this was the best we got for the time being, going up the long stretch of stairs. We've come this far. We'll see how we do. If we get completely walled, then I'll need to go back and do some more training. Yep, it's Steven, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wish that they changed the arena back to the purple that it was in Ruby Sapphire for this. Welcome, Stet. I was looking forward to seeing you here one day. What did you see on your journey with Pokemon? What did you feel meeting so many other trainers like you? What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all. Now, bring it! Oh, I love this music. Especially the version in Colosseum. I just have a lot of fond memories of that. Season his purple suit and everything. Starting off with Skarmory, level 57. Oh. This is gonna be some rough going. Right, calm mind. Oh, going right in with the Sky Attack. Can I tank that? No, I cannot. Oh, you're kidding me. That was my best shot against getting rid of Skarmory too. Oh. Azumarill. No Rolling Stone this time around, just surfs up. Worst case scenario. And flinch chances on touch. Ah. Maybe Flamethrower was a good idea after all. Okay, missed the Sky Attack. Good. I was gonna try whittling it down slowly. Citrus Berry, I'm guessing. Lychee Berry. Oh no. The Sky Attacks are gonna hurt like hell now. Oh. Worst case scenario, soft reset. See if I can do it again without that crit. And Brick Break. There we go. Brick Break is probably going to be my bread and butter for a fair bit of this. There's good old Agern. Kinda wish that I didn't bring out Azumarill for that. Slacking. Slacking, gonna need you for this. Ah. That's fine, that's fine. A little annoying, but at least Salamence didn't get thunderwaved. That Iron Tail does an alarming amount of damage, though. Please don't tell me Slacking's about to get stun-locked. Oh, and crits as well. Oh. This is a nightmare. Sceptile. The funny thing is that if with Gardevoir, I probably could have dealt with this no problem. Right. Just hoping for crits. Fishing for crits. As I know that Leaf Blade does decent damage to this guy. This guy is unfluff and believable. How much damage is that? Oh, good, Jimmy. Sceptile, please! Right. Salamence, please don't get paralyzed. Intimidate's good, just Brick Break. Please knock it out. It's 4 times. Thank you. I haven't gotten down. Oh, this is the guy I was worried about most. Cradley. Even the mod maker couldn't beat this guy. Oh, that was the one I was worried about the most. I was so worried about having to deal with that Cradley, and he just goes down in 1 hit. Right, Metagross, you can deal with Armaldo. Please don't have Earthquake. That's fine. It's fine. Metagross can probably tank anything you throw at it. Meteor Mash. Oh, that's glorious. That is stupendous, tremendous. I don't really have anything for Metagross anymore. Best thing I can really hope for is Rock Smash. I was gonna say use Rock Smash and hope for defense drops, but I think Earthquake is Nope. I survived 1 Earthquake. Please get the defense drop. No. No. All I have is Salamence now. I think Crunch is gonna be my best bet against this guy. The eternal rivalry. Salamence versus Metagross. Oh, and agility. Oh, and agility as well. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well, I think. Come on, Salamence. Nope, nothing doing. I'm gonna try that one more time. It turns out that, I can't beat him without him resulting to crit nonsense, then... Because I feel I can do it. I feel I can do it as long as I can keep my partners alive as long as possible. Gardevoir especially. Like, Azumarill for Aggron, Sceptile for... I think Sceptile is probably a good sacrifice Pokemon at some point. We'll see. Yes, missed the first one. Thunderbolt should do it. That's what I like to see. Alright. Already in with Armaldo. Right, I can Metagross. It feels kind of a shame getting rid of a Calm Mind like that, but I want to guarantee. I want the... Of course it has Twin Needle, and that does so much more damage than Iron Tail. It's unbelievable. Metagross, please. Metagross, please. Just land the meteor. Thank you. Okay. Again, already out with his Metagross. Screw it. Kind of weird to have him just throw out Metagross right at the start now, but, what do I do again? Oh wait, slacking. I'm faster than you, and I probably can put out decent damage against you with Earthquake. Your agility doesn't worry me at all, Metagross. Just as long as I can survive a couple of hits, it's fine. Yes. Your Psychic has no effect on me. Down you go! Down to your doom! Already halfway through this team with 0 casualties. I have the perfect counter for you. Oh wait, 0 casualties, 1. Again, if it wasn't for that crit, we'd be in a much worse situation. Come on, Azumarill, you can tank an Earthquake. Yes, you can tank anything this guy throws at you. Good Azumarill, throwing your weight around. Look at that, you almost took his entire health down. And Thunder Wave doesn't affect you in the slightest because you're already a super slow chubby bun. Salak Berry, oh. Yeah, from what I can tell, Steven is using all competitive items. So we've seen Potato Berry on Skarmory, we see Solid Berry on Solid Berry on Aggron. There's Cradley. I'm gonna go down swinging. Oh, there's the curse. Ah. This is Azumarill, please. Think sacrifice one Pokemon? Yeah. The thing is, though, Cradley isn't exactly the sort of thing to sacrifice something against, because it just sort of... Again! He got crit again! Both times, just... Oh, Azumarill, I love you. And there's his last boy, good old Claydol. We'll send you down swinging against Claydol, Azumarill. I'd pour one... Yes, you managed to survive the last hit. Come on, Azumarill. Aw. I was gonna say, it would have been amazing if you one-shot him. Alright. I'm gonna raise a glass for you, Azumarill. You've been the hero of this playthrough. Here's to ya. Alright, Sceptile. Let's end this as we began. Good old fake out. And end it as it began, with Leaf Blade. I'm guessing you have Quick Claw. Okay. It wasn't the first go, but I'm happy with how smoothly that went. Oh, mama. Oh, oh, I was expecting that to be rough, and it was. I, the champion, fall in defeat. Kudos to you, Stent. You truly are a noble Pokemon trainer. Congratulations. The feelings you have for your Pokemon, and the feelings that responded to those feelings with all their might. They came together as one and created an even greater power. And thus, you were able to grasp victory today. You are rightfully the Hoenn region's new... Oh, hey, Brendan. Stent! How would you like some advice before you challenge the champion? About that. Stent, are you telling me you've beaten the champion? Oh, hey, Jack Black. I heard you weren't so good in the Minecraft movie. See, what did I tell you, Brendan? Didn't I tell you that you didn't need to worry about the glorious, awesome Stent? Stent, You finally done it. When I'd heard you defeat your own father in Petalburg Gym, I thought perhaps you totally had a chance. But to think you've actually become the champion. Oh yeah. What became your Pokédex? Here, let me see. So you've seen 198 and you've caught 149. I had no idea there were so many Pokemon species in the Hoenn region. Anyways, congratulations! Now go proudly into the final room. Stand. No. The new champion. Come with me. I'm sorry, but from here on, only those trainers who have become champions may enter. You'll have to wait outside with the professor. What? Can't be held to that rule. Stat, way to go. Congratulations. I have a lot of fond memories of this room. This room. This is where we keep the records of Pokemon that prevailed through the harsh battles. It is here that the League Champions are honored. I just realized the back sprites of Steven with those coattails. I'm hoping they're coattails. Come on. Let's record your name as a trainer who has triumphed over the Pokemon League and the names of the partners who battled with you. Why do they need so many screens for this? Who mops the floor? Room's nostalgic? Oh, definitely. We finally made it to the Hall of Fame. We got Gardevoir. We got Metagross, who didn't do much as I was expecting. Sceptile, the main character. Azumarill, the unsung hero, the Sam of the story. Slacking, the heavy hitter who didn't care about anything. And Salamanca, the chosen one. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. There we go. Legacy Hard Mode. League Champion. Congratulations. That was fantastic. Because I know that generally by the end of an Emerald playthrough, you just completely absolutely steamroll it with Rayquaza. Suppose just going for this whole Legacy trilogy, because obviously we also there's also Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Yellow Legacy made by the same team. Bringing all these quality of life changes to Yellow and Crystal, which I definitely do want to go through those. It's just this one, considering how close Gen 3 has been to my heart, I still even have a poster of all the Gen 3 Pokemon on my wall. I frankly this felt kind of special to me, to be brutally honest with you. It's like the definitive way to play. Arguably one of my favorite Pokemon games. I mean, saying that, I will admit I am hoping at the very least that we do get a Fire Red Legacy at some point. I know that there's technically a Leaf Green version as an April Fool's, which just replaces Bulbasaur with Chikorita, because Chikorita is notoriously terrible, but it's kind of weird. Ruby and Sapphire were games which introduced me to Pokemon, and Fire Red and Leaf Green were the ones which really got me into the series. It's when I really sort of got really into a lot of the old Pokemon zeitgeist with the old anime with various episodes and the manga. We need more Pokemon. Oh, definitely. I definitely plan on streaming more Pokemon, but I can't help but wonder if I am going to be doing more Pokemon, do I dedicate another day to it? Because there's obviously a lot of Pokemon stuff I want to get through, like Mystery Dungeon DX, Colosseum and XD, the DS games, Sea Glass. For instance, I'm definitely looking forward to playing Sea Glass. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sea Glass is just the one Pokemon game which I've been looking forward to an insane amount. More so than legends are. Which I suppose is, same... I'm just clipping through Brenton. Oh. I don't think the credit was supposed to go on for this long. May as well put on some music of my own. Hope you don't mind. I want to see if it's actually... actually, it's probably just on my phone, actually. Let's... I know it's probably not the best thing to do for copyright, but let's put on some Dr. Pez. Let's put on some Dr. Pez, because I feel that's sort of the best way of just wrapping up this whole thing. Because Dr. Pez, with a lot of his medleys, is just... it's nostalgia overload for me. Let's go with... Pokemon randomized, I mean... It's definitely possible. Oh, I put it on too late. The end. I'll probably just have to link that in the chat at some point. It's... not quite dearly beloved, but still have a lot of fond memories of that. And there we go. That's the main game. I think for the post game, I have a fair idea of what I want to do for the last half hour. As here we are, just with the legendary orange GameCube, my map of Hoenn, which I've actually just been all over. Thanks a bunch. I think for what comes next, Master Ball. Let's go downstairs. Oh hey, it's Dad. Oh hey, it's Ted. It's been a while since I've saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came for you for someone named Mr. Briny. Got the SS tickets. A ticket for the ferry. If I recall, there are ferry ports at Slateport and Lily Cove. I'd better get back to Pillbird Gym. You don't even call her by her name. What is wrong with you, man? Delia, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away. That dad of yours, he comes home to talk for the first time in a while and all he talks about is Pokemon. You should relax and stay a little while longer. Oh, news report. Is that a breaking news story? We bring you an emergency news flash. In various Hoenn locales, there have been reports of a colored Pokemon in flight. The identity of this Pokemon is currently unknown. We now return you to the regular movie program. Stan, did you catch that? What color did the announcer say the Pokemon was? I'm gonna say red. Well, isn't that something? There are still unknown Pokemon. There's something that I kind of forgot to do. Oh, hey, Brennan. Well, if it ain't Sten, that was totally awesome, glorious work out there. I know there was something definitely special about you when I first saw you, but I never expected this. Oh yeah, do you sell the Pokedex I gave you? I have something to show you. Let's go to my lab. Now, Sten and Brendan, I've had the two of you help me study Pokemon. Thanks to your help, new facts are coming to light. It appears in the Hoenn region there are also Pokemon from other regions, which show how rich and varied the natural environment of Hoenn happens to be. That's why I think it's necessary for me to upgrade your Pokédex to the national mode. Yeah, let me see your Pokédex units. Just take him over to the weird, unidentifiable machine. I went all over Hoenn and checked out the Pokemon. You can thank me for getting the national mode Dex. Yep, you're lucky. Yes, we are definitely lucky considering Sword and Shield. Okay, all done. Upgraded to national mode. But listen, you've become the champion. Your Pokemon journey isn't over. There's no end to the road that is Pokemon, you know, until I actually catch them all. Somewhere there's a grassy patch that's waiting for you. Oh yeah, before I forgot, I've definitely been searching something quite glorious in Moss Deep City. There's a strange route that has puzzled me there for some time. It's unlike anything I've seen before, and I believe it may be connected to a rare phenomena. Would you mind coming to Moss Deep and take a look? I'd like to show it to you personally. Okay, I guess we're going to Moss Deep, but first, I forgot there's some more trainer rematches we could have done. Let me just check the PokéNav real quick. Match call. Okay. Still have rematches with Winona and Tate and Liza. Gotcha. Let's do those first, and then we'll go to Oh, wait, we can just, do Tate and Liza first, and then check out what's in Moss Deep. Because that whole Moss Deep thing is definitely new, and I have a feeling I know what it's about. I think considering we're going to be doing doubles, I definitely want to bring, my two good leads up front. I know they're probably not going to be much good against, flying types, but... Oh. Hi, Stan, it's me, Scott. I reward the SS title now. It reads great to be on the sea. By the way, there's a place that I'd like you to invite you for a visit. If you're interested, it's board or ferry from either Sleeport or Liddy Cove. I'll fill you in the details when we meet. I'll be waiting. So first things first, I definitely want to do the Tate and Liza and Winona fights. And then, assuming we have time, I want to try getting Latias. Because, I'm just going to say it right now, Latias is a Pokemon which I have a lot of history with. Mostly because my first Pokemon game was Sapphire, and needless to say, because I accidentally somehow used my Master Ball in a Tentacool, getting Latias was a bit of a pain. But, weirdly enough, I'm still quite fond of Latias. I guess mostly just because of, heroes. We humans can never escape gravity's pull on the ground, but by striving for excellence we have the power to soar. Please allow me to see your power at full flight. I mean, I have a Pokemon that can fly now, if that counts. Winona. Zatsu and Masquerain. Interesting combo. Oh wait, we both have Intimidate uses, I've just noticed. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. First off, Masquerain, you're not gonna do anything. And let's see how much damage a Crunch can still do against that Zatsu. 55 though, this is gonna be a little awkward. Unless it's just skipped over to another rematch. Because I kind of forgot to do it the first time around. I'm gonna swap Sceptile out. Metagross, you could do with some experience. Finish off that Zatsu. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's annoying as well, because I could have done this experience for Steven. There's Altaria already. Oh, you're here running interference, aren't you? Oh. Can't be having that, can we? I'm not sure how much damage this is going to do to Altaria, but I'm expecting... Yeah, that's still... Oh, no. Of course you still have Earthquake. Of course you're just here, just abusing flying types to go along with Earthquake. Get out of here, Masquerain, before you can do any more damage. Really, Metagross? Really? I thought you were better than this. Okay, at the very least, he managed to survive an Earthquake. That's Hydro Pump, but probably should have just gone for the explosion, honestly. Don't want to bring... Oh wait, I can just fake out again, can't I? Let's fake out you, and, who do I want to fake? You know, let's fake out you, and Dragon Claw you. Get that Masquerain out of here. It's just spamming Earthquake. I'm wondering if he's actually banded, that might be it. Is it just this spamming Earthquake? I mean, it makes sense in the context of singles, because you're usually just spamming one move anyway. Mantine, that's a pretty interesting choice. I think I'm just gonna whack you about a bit. Masquerain, I need you to go. I'm not expecting this to do much, because I know that Mantine has a lot of bulk. I miss the days when Stun Spore didn't affect grass types. Oh, and Confusion, wonderful. Yeah, just get Masquerain out of here. Okay, now I can probably switch in Gardevoir. Gardevoir can probably clean up. Never mind, there's a Murkrow on the field. I don't want to risk sending Gardevoir out against that. So, let's just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of Murkrow. Remove him from the game. It's like Masuda, we're getting rid of Pokemon now. I'm not sure how much physical defense Mantine has. I kind of want to find out. And, Salamanca, just... You know, we'll go in for another fake out, why not? Get a load of this. $54. Oh, now we get detect. I'll be honest though, I'm kind of content with what I got right now. Dragon Claw for coverage, and then just double priority. Oh yeah, I think I just ended up missing a rematch, because I don't think we're supposed to be seeing Pidgeot here. Which means the Tate and Liza fight's probably also going to be quite awkward. Calm Mind. I'm sure you can tank whatever that Murkrow has deferred you, Gardevoir. Unless, of course, you're more sort of focused on that. You know what? Get this out of here. No double protect for you, Pidgeots. Yes, just still feeling kind of bummed out that I missed those two rematches. I knew I'd forgotten something. No matter, we've beaten Winona. Wait, what do you mean you got an egg for me? What is this egg you're... Kakyoin, did you lay this egg? I'm guessing that's just a incentive for helping with the national decks. All of a sudden, all the trainers, all the gym leaders now just giving you the eggs. Which is gonna be kind of awkward in Flannery's case, for one reason or another. Okay, let's. I think for going up against... Sorry, Azumarill. Admittedly, I was hoping to catch Latias, but given the time, you know what? We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. If I can get through this without any incidents. It also means with the national decks out that, as Professor Birch said, more Pokemon are just casually showing up in the tall grass. That weren't before, so it's going to be quite interesting going through all of those. There we go. You will give me an egg. Oh, it's a Togepi egg. Okay. I'll happily take a Togepi. Alright. Onwards to Moss Deep. I'm probably just gonna hatch this egg off stream, to be perfectly honest with you. It also means, now we've hit the post-game, that I should probably think about team building for the Battlefront here. Because I still got that to worry about. Just gonna put this in here for the time being, and I'm guessing that Tate and Liza are also going to want to give me an egg. So we'll just head on out. Thinking I'm gonna want some protects for this. Still got 4 of them, so... I'm thinking, considering we're doing doubles, I'm gonna want protect on God of War. That seems like a fairly sensible choice. And put it back on Metagross, because we don't need Rock Smash, I think. Okay, that'll do. And this way I actually have something which can guard against explosion, so I can actually use it properly. Alright, let's go see what Tate and Liza want. If I can remember how to navigate these confounded teleporters. Teleporters? Like to what? I'm having to remember the layout of this place all over again. Okay, gonna want to do... There we go. Oh wait, I have to do this, don't I? There we go. Da-da. Da-da. Confound it all. There we go. That's the wrong room. Okay, now I want to hit this switch, which does that. And there we go. This leads all the way back here by the looks of it. I will admit, I don't really remember all that much about the Tate and Liza fight in Horass, to be perfectly honest. Then again, I don't really remember much about Horass, mostly just steamrolling it with Mega Latios and Mega Blaziken. Alright, what do you want? What do you two want? Pokemon. By changing the party's mix, the star battle changes, but me, I'll always be with Tate and Liza. Our combination will show you again and again. Alright, you two, let's see what you got. I'm guessing you're still 55. Yep. Claydol and Medicham. That's actually manageable. I know Claydol's kind of, infamous... I know Medicham's kind of infamous for being quite scary, but, I have a plan. I have a plan, a very dangerous plan. Wait, Rock Slide can affect flying Pokemon? What is this? Or is it... Or maybe am I just reading that wrong? Goodbye, Medicham. Do I have a plan? I certainly hope so. Alright, next. Lunatone, yeah. I think Sceptile's gonna do well here. Salament's not so much. Then again, that Rock Slide. Crunch. I kind of find it funny that Salamence is just here on mop-up duty, basically. He's the janitor. Just constantly taking down the weaker ones. Oh, there's God of War. Oh, of course you have Ice Beam. Please, Salamence, you can tank an ice... Oh, no. Right. Metagross. Or is it Metagross? Because there's a cross on his face. Citrus Bear. Ooh. I'm just gonna try and hit God of War really hard. Because I think Metagross can just deal with, Lunat's... There's the focus energy. Fire Punch! What is this sorcery? I know we're technically going by National Dex rules, but that's just foul play. At least we get the attack boost, so Metagross is in keen exploding range. Metagross the hero without the cap. Come on, Sceptile, I know you can down this God of War. Overheats? Why wouldn't you use that against Metagross? What's wrong with you? Of course you have a white herb. Why wouldn't you have a white herb? You know what? Two can play that game. Go God of War. And of course I get burned. Haha! Two can play that game. Metagross, please. Alright, just, double attack, I suppose. Why is Meta... I don't know why Meta is gross. That's what people keep saying, and I feel like it's kind of offensive. And the last one is Executor. Yay, there's the big funny plant. Big D plant. Get you out of here before you try any funny things like Solar Beam. Kind of surprised it didn't set up Sun, to be perfectly honest. The tank purple. Alright, I have the perfect thing for you. I actually get to use this now. I don't have to, but I want to. Finally. Kaboom! Didn't you see the bloody bomb? You and your Pokemon, as if you were siblings. Your skills truly resonate with the strength of your mind and heart. As a sign of respect to celebrate this match, we wish to give you something special. Please. Oh. Okay, I'll happily accept another King's Rock. So we have a means of evolving both a Slowpoke and a Poliwhirl as soon as we find them. Okay, I think we're gonna spend the last of this just on whatever Professor Birch wanted me to. Nice IHE reference. That feels ancient at this point. I'm surprised people even remember Duplant. I think Metagross needs to go into the lead for a little bit, but actually I think, if this is what I think it is, what's Slack... Actually, no, I think Sleptile will still be better up front. Okay, let's see whatever this next thing is. Is the stream gonna end? In a little bit. I just want to see what Professor Birch is up to, because he's talking about this white rock. This confounded white rock that people keep talking about. Ah, Stan, I'm glad you could make it. This is the rock I mentioned. This rock holds special meaning to the people here in Mosty. They say it's a symbol of their wish for the rockets to fly through the stars. Quite poetic, isn't it? That got me thinking. What if this rock is more than just a symbol? Ah! Thinking about just, all the rumors about this particular white rock. I've done some research about ancient rivers speaking of a rare Pokemon that can grant wishes. Some believes it sleeps within a star, awakening one only once every 1,000 years. I believe this rock might be connected to that Pokemon. What truly lives within, we may never know. Try making a wish upon this rock. Who knows what might happen. Make a wish. Not yet. Oh, come on. What's the harm in trying? Alright, fine. I'll make a wish. It's up to you. There he is. It's Jotchi.
Jotsu! Incredible. Could it be Jirachi? Did you really hear our wishes? This must be the Pokemon collected the Rock's legends, but more than that, I sense something different in the air. Could it be your wishes touch the entire region? I wonder what changes might be happening now. Does this mean we'll really fly through the stars? I think our dreams could actually come true. You wish to be befriended by all kinds of Pokemon. Feels like Jirachi has made that possible, Stan.
Ah, so you have to talk to Jirachi in order to summon all the National Dex Pokemon.
Who knows what new discoveries await you now?
It looks like Jirachi wants to touch your bond. Are you ready? This might be your only chance. Okay, just using Deoxys' theme. Okay, level 30. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit awkward. Let's see how much damage a Fake Out does. Gonna try an extreme speed. Helping Hand. Come on, Sceptile. Come on, Sceptile. Just do some weak damage. Do some. That's good. One more of those should be perfect. I will admit I wasn't entirely expecting a Jirachi fight like this. I was sort of wondering, oh, maybe he'll just be added to the team, similar to better than the normal legendary encounter theme some legendaries. I mean, yeah. Oh, it has refresh as well. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. But doesn't look as though Jirachi has much in terms of attacking moves. Helping Hands, refresh. I'm gonna just. I suspect that we're gonna be struggling a little bit in terms of Ultra. 63 doesn't seem too bad. All right, let's see what your catch rate is, Jotchi. I'm suspecting it's gonna be pretty low. Oh, you have rest anyway. Never mind. I guess I'm not gonna bother with lowering your health then. I'm just gonna keep spamming Ultra Balls. It's just like with Kyogre. You're just like Kyogre, you. I think Rest still has 10 PP, so gonna be a little bit awkward. And I don't trust Slacking to not immediately just knock it out, so. Yeah, it doesn't look as though Jirachi has much in terms of actual attacks. I kind of feel as though I'm living dangerously here, but I kind of want to try a strength. Because I know Jirachi has a fair bit of defense. Let's see how much that does. Perfect. That's actually perfect, okay. I think we're in a good position to start just chucking balls now. One. I will admit, Jirachi doesn't look all that cute in this particular sprite. Just the eyes make it look like an alien. I wonder what the lore is for having a move called Doom Desire. I'm guessing it's just weaponizing his wish powers. I can just knock you down. I can just knock you down easily with strength as long as I don't crit. Come on, Slacking, don't crit. I am legitimately curious as to what fourth move Jirachi has, because all I've seen so far is free. Just immediately uses Rest again. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those fights. At least, I'm just gonna say it right now, doesn't seem quite as bad as Kyogre in that sense. Oh my goodness. Slacking, please don't do that again. I'm thinking maybe I should have saved this for the start of the next stream, but I guess ending on Jirachi is a fairly good way to end it. Oh, your last move is Psychic, so you do have an attack. Slacking is loafing around. Just as long as you don't reuse rest, we're fine. That's it, just stick to your psychics. I'll have to check actually how much PP rest has, because maybe he's run out, maybe, hopefully. Makes things easier for me. Because I know Helping Hand is a fair bit of PP. It's just gonna be like Registeel again, where he has no attacks. Two. I suppose you're just not gonna make it all that much easy, Jirachi. I'm still content to stick with Sleep. Because again, Jirachi has Refresh, and Sleep has a higher catch rate, inanely, so... I'm hoping this isn't gonna take too long. Just stay in the ball, Jirachi. 3 years later. Yep. It's another one of those particular cases, just like with Registeel. I have a feeling this is gonna be quite a recurring thing for future Pokemon. Of course you have Rest. Of course you have another one in you. Alright, Slacking, please don't crit whatever you do. Just whatever you do, please don't crit. Ooh. One. Oh. It's just like another Chugga Conra Let's Play, just constantly counting to 1. How do we spell it? It doesn't work like that. My DS died in vain finding that out. Yeah, you can refresh as much as you like. I suppose it would be annoying if you went into this just spamming, Paralyze. I can see it being annoying in that sense, but again, I'm using a sleeper. Honestly, could have put God of War with Hypnosis for this, thinking about it. But, Slacking will do. I will say, though, this particular music piece, I was expecting us to not hear it until Deoxys, but this is definitely one of my favorite battle themes. Just in general, just... with the trumpets and the overworlded stuff going haywire, it's just a proper bop. What else do I need to do, Jirachi? I already have you at, like, minimal HP and asleep. What more do you want? This days when people believe pressing A Pokeball should increase the catch rate. Yeah, I fell for that too. And again, I'm not gonna bother with the strength this time. Actually, you know what? Screw it. He, like, goes to sleep just as soon as I press yawn. It's kind of funny. Ooh. I suppose at the very least it does sort of make Kyogre easy to catch in that sense. Alright, are you gonna behave? Are you gonna not fall asleep when I tell... Are you not gonna restore your health this time? That's good. I'm interested in seeing what a Timer Ball does at this point. And again... Oh, you're just the most mischievous scamp, Jirachi. Romhack should make this a feature. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, though. Not entirely certain as to exactly how they'd incorporate that. I kind of prefer how cassette beasts handle it, to be perfectly honest, where you can have one of your guys recording and have the other guy attacking it without knocking it out to increase the catch rate. You can do it one... Yes, I know. Slacking is looking around. Okay, worst case scenario, if I fail to catch Jirachi this time, we can catch it again next stream. This means I get more time to prepare. And I could just, go to sleep. I would be amazed if I actually run out of Ultra Balls before this. And again. Do you ever run out of those? I get Jirachi's known for sleeping, but this is kind of taking the Michael. You know, cassette, they put up a survey asking about future plans, can link it... Yeah, that'd be appreciated. Because I am definitely looking forward to more cassette beast content. In fact, I've been wondering for a while actually as to whether I want to stream through it again at some point, because it's been a while. Worst case scenario, you don't have any more Ultra Balls. Worst case scenario is that it uses Struggle. That's what I'm worried about, or slacking crits. I think next time Jirachi falls asleep, I'm gonna try a Timer Ball. I have one Timer Ball. Imagine though. Imagine though if this works. No, I thought not. Okay, Timer Ball. This is when you come in handy, do your magic. Next week is dropping... Next episode dropping next week. Ooh. Oh, soon might be... I'll have to put up a poll. I'll probably add it to the poll of things that I want to play. Because so far I got Cyberpunk, I got Final Fantasy VI, got Nier Automata, and I guess Cassette Beast as well. What about the Discord server? Still got a few things to iron out, but should be ready for when I hit 1,000. I think the charm has worn off a little bit. In your own time, Jirachi. Alright, I hope, against hope, that you've run out of rests. Well, I'm about to run out of yawns in any second now, so... Be good, Pokemon, and get in the ball. Well, there goes slacking. Okay, next... Well, we're not going to be worried about sleep anymore. I think I can more effectively wear it down with Psychic. Considering the quad resist. How many Ultra Ball left? 31. I will admit this is definitely part of the course when it comes to catching Pokemon in this game. Just going into every encounter with 99 Ultra Balls. It was especially the case with Dusk Balls with Giratina back in the day, at the very least. One. I'm not going to use the Master Ball. I'm not using it. I have plans for that one. Yeah, I guess there's nothing for it. Just gotta spam all my Ultra Balls left. And hope for the best. If it uses Struggle, then I'll just end the stream here and we'll try it again next time. But now, though, I definitely need to focus on increasing my level up a little bit. One, two. Ugh. Watching in suspense. I guess there is a little bit of suspense at play here. When is he gonna use struggle? Because all he's doing is spamming refresh. Guess he's a big fan of Pokemon refresh. One. Takes the time, don't worry. Oh, I'm not too worried. It just means I can soft reset afterwards and try again, because I think I saved after Tate and Liza. In preparation for this. Worst case scenario, I just fight Tate and Liza again, it's fine. It's like refresh and helping hand aren't gonna help you here, Jachi. Psychic isn't gonna do much either. Look at that. That does less damage than I was expecting, to be honest. Because I don't think Jirachi can really do much against Metagross. Which, in a way, just makes this a little bit more annoying, because, of course, with something like Rayquaza, you have the suspense like, I gotta keep on top of catching it, because otherwise he's gonna flatten me. One, two... I mean, I'm assuming this has the same catch rate as Rayquaza. Well, really, most of the legendaries in the game, which is free. I will say, at the very least, this is slightly less infuriating a challenge to catch than Beldum was back in Granite Cave. Because, of course, back in Granite Cave, Beldum only had Takedown. I mean, you really had to hurry and catch it before it just knocked itself out. With Great Bolt, nonetheless. I'd still say Beldum is the hardest Pokemon to catch in this game. Though Jirachi is definitely trying to be annoying in its own right. I think it's run out of rest at the very least. This is definitely taking longer than I was expecting. I was thinking it would be like Regirock when it was more of a sort of one and done thing, but I guess Jirachi just wants all the screen time to itself. It's like, I've been a slave for 1,000 years, I better get good royalties for being in this. I suppose it would be funny if Jirachi just spent 1,000 years dead for tax reasons. Like it's... Just spends several years, several millennia asleep to avoid paying taxes. Look at this, we've already just burned through all our Ultra Balls. Oh, that was so close. Alright, last one. Then we're moving on to Great Balls. Yep. Okay. I think Nest Balls would actually work better here, I think. Oh, there's the struggle. It's all over. And I say that, Jirachi's not doing all that much damage to himself, so... Gotta hurry before he knocks himself out. Keep money in your bank, sleep for 1,000 years, increased interest profit. That's the plan. Again, I'm not going to use my Master Ball on Jirachi. I've made that perfectly clear. Struggle's doing hardly any recall, I've just noticed. Just get in the ball already. We've worn this whole thing out long enough, Jachi. You're level 30. Great balls should be great at this particular level. Kind of curious now to see what is said if you actually do knock out Jirachi, because, again, unlike most of the other legendaries, this is a one-time thing. So I don't think I'm gonna get another chance, which is kind of a shame, because I was hoping to save in front of the rock, but it wouldn't let me. His health is just going down very, 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 very slowly. He's actually doing more damage to Metagross than himself. What the heck? Because I know after a certain threshold the catch rate doesn't actually increase, so I don't think there's any point having him on 1 hit point. It'd be interesting to see a mechanic that gives wild Pokemon a PP Resort and prevents them from struggling. Like, if you could actually give a Pokemon a Leper Berry. I can see that being quite nice. Yep, just down to Premier Balls. We're just down to the draw stuff. We're just down to the basic stuff now. Repeats, dives, nets, just all the stuff that I've just randomly had with me on my adventure. Imagine if a Pokeball did it, though. It's probably not going to, but just imagine. Yeah, again, I'll just... It's time to give up. No! I will just see this through to the very end. It's not over yet. Repeat ball. That would be quite ironic. Yeah, what not? Still there. Luxury ball. Go get him. He's still hanging in there. Net ball's next. I'm not using the Master Ball. There he goes. And I'll never see him again until I soft reset. Jirachi flew. Oh, it seems Jirachi has disappeared. Don't be disheartened, Stan. Even witnessing such a rare Pokemon is an incredible experience. An extraordinary event to think of just witnessed the legendary Jirachi. The legends, the wishes, they all feel more real now, don't they? More than anything, it feels like a reminder of how vast and mysterious our universe is. Well, I gotta return to my research. There's so much to document and so many new questions to explore. Thanks, Stan, for everything. I'm sure we'll cross paths again soon. Well, good night, sweet prince, indeed. I'm gonna soft reset, gather up some more resources, and hopefully next time... Time to refresh... Oh, definitely, but... That'll have to wait till next week, unfortunately. We've already gone way over the time limit that I'd set for myself. Probably could have just stopped it before Jirachi, but... I thought it would be over a lot quicker than that, so my bad. But, regardless, thank you for tuning in to whatever this was, and, since you asked me to go through, Emerald Legacy postgame, we're gonna continue with Emerald Legacy postgame. So until then, until next time, thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.